Everybody in the galaxy. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. We're live streaming. We're on planet Earth. And it's Mono Synth Monday. Gonna start it off like I usually do with a song. This one is Electric Archaic and Key Era's I Love My 303.
Love my 303. I love it the most. Got all of that early 80s freakiness, proto juiciness, primal, like a wild tiger. Hungry animal. You gotta do with all that mojo. You can fill up a warehouse.
We got the TB-303 here today. A real boy 303.
That early 80s freakiness. Makes you wanna freak out. Go on then. Drop the other shoe.
Just freak out.
Let that sound take you over. So good. Undefeated. My universe is my favorite sound. I know it's your favorite sound too. What do you gotta do with all that mojo? You can fill up a warehouse.
That was I Love My 303 by yours truly, Electric Archaic and Kiera. Currently unreleased. It's going to be out later this year on our collaborative album, Caught in Candy. Well, welcome back to Mono Synth Monday. They call it a mono synth because it has one oscillator. Unlike your standard keyboards, they call those polyphonic because they can make many different sounds at once, but this one makes one sound at once. And it's my favorite sound. It's the TB-303. Let's get it started up and plugged in. Yeah. So we're going to make some patterns here today. That's the main purpose of Mono Synth Monday, is to play around with the mono synth. So It's a famous machine for being difficult to work with, but we're going to fumble around through it anyway. Let's see what kind of patterns we have here from last week's Mono Synth Monday. Very nice, very nice. So first of all, you need to start off, check for a pattern. If you like it, you got to keep it. If you've already recorded it last week, you rewrite it. Pop into time mode. Throw down some steps. Hop into pitch mode. Reset those. As usual, I'm working with a real stock vintage 303. These things are from 1982, around that time anyway. And after that much time, sometimes the switches go a little bit wonky, so there will be a couple misfires here, and that's part of the magic, because when you're making acid house, or the acid sound that this machine gives you, it's all about doing weird craziness. So we're going to get into the craziness and see what kind of strange patterns we can make. All right. So that sounds pretty cool, but we need to get a little bit more crazy, I think. So in the time mode, let's change this up. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. And then in the pitch mode, let's see if we can add some accents and some transpositions and even some slides, because you got to let it slide, especially when you're a scientist, right? Thanks for laughing. Let's go way low on that one. Next one, give it an accent and a slide. Get up way up with an accent and a slide and a high point. Let's see how that sounds. Whoop, again, I got that misfire button right there. Ooh. Amazing, amazing. That's that acid sound. You can tell because it makes your ears feel like they're taking a bath with the Joker. An acid wash. Sweet. That's our first pattern. That's sounding pretty good. I'm going to put this on record because that's the whole purpose, is to make some samples. waveform. That's a sawtooth. Is that a sawtooth? Oh! You get that really acidic sound from the resonance. That's this one right here. When it's all the way up, in combination with the filter and the envelope. Wow. Wow. I just love the sound that this machine makes. It's my favorite machine. I think it's time for another pattern. We're going wild style here. I don't have any sync going on. All knobs are free game. Even the tuning knob. Sounds like, this thing often ends up sounding like some kind of Space Invader. Check this one out. Those of you who are fans of F1 racing might appreciate this one. Okay, let's stop messing around too much. Let's get down to business. This pattern is straight up. As you can hear, it's just one pitch, 16 notes. I think it's 16. We can test that here. But while I'm in here, I'm going to add some different things. Yeah, I don't think that's a full 16, but we'll find out really quick. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Kind of sounds like 16. But that's the fun of it. You never know what's going on in the brain of the machine. So we're in pitch mode. Let's do some. I will replace those switches on a workshop Wednesday in the future, but today it adds to the freakiness. Let's get back into pitch mode and see how low can you go. Give that one an accent too. How high can you go? Give that one a slide. The rest will just be random and quick here. Random and quick. Fire in, baby. Power in. With a slide. Check it out. Whoa. Kind of a lot of slide there. Let's go back into time mode and make that a little less. Switch it over to the square waveform because it's my favorite. Screaming like a wild tiger, baby. Okay, we need some more patterns. Let's make them. That must be a short pattern. Let's reset that here. You got to go bar and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then back into time mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then into pitch mode, let's see if we can just pick out some random ones. This is going to sound so bonkers. Oh boy, let's hear it. Let's just try it. like it to sound kind of more dark and mysterious. And let's try something different. Okay, like as usual, we need some more accents. Maybe we'll just add only accents this time and see how that sounds. So you can hear with the accent knob how much it's pushing that accent. It almost acts like its own filter. So let's set, just for fun, I'm going to show you guys around this machine a little bit. All the other knobs, except for the tuning knob, are all the way down. The accent knob, we'll put that all the way down to start as well. But okay, so that's starting really mellow and quiet. I'm only adding accent here. Can't quite hear it yet. There you go. It's kind of like a angry volcano shooting out puffs of smoke. All right. Some resonance. Ooh, that sounds good right there. Envelope. Yeah, and now filter. The filter is kind of the main weapon of this machine, but everything works together. That's why this machine is so cool. That's why so many people love it, because every configuration you have creates a unique combination. So look, let's randomize this really quick. See what that sounds like. And that's one of the main reasons why this was, well, it's one of the reasons why this machine was kind of a flop when it was released in the 80s, is that they didn't ever intend for you to tweak the knobs while it's playing. That was invented later on. So let's say you have a bass pattern. I mean, this was supposed to be a stand-in bass player. And then, you know, if you had a drum machine like I do here, these would be your drummers. Doesn't quite sound like a human bass player. Even with the accent. I mean, it's hard to reverse your brain, right? We're all aware of techno and acid house sounds. At least those of us grew up playing Need for Speed. So speaking of drum machines, I'll get those plugged in a minute here, but I did just want to do wild style here on the 303 for a bit, because you can't really write patterns when you have the sync plugged in and you keep plugging it in and unplugging it. It's not that fun. I like to keep it rolling here, keep the 303 running, baby. So like I said, you kind of have to be working the knobs to get that movement. Because you can bring it down like this. Bring it down. Bring it back. Wild, absolute craziness. All right, so let's go back to some of these other patterns and see what kind of stuff we can conjure up for the sample bank. I'd say that this is probably one of my favorite 303 sounds when it's doing the go, 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 go. Okay, so it doesn't sound like there's any accents in there. Let's just try some of these real quick and see how crazy this can get. It's an accent and a slide at the end, and a slide and a slide again. Here we go. Oh, yeah. That's a nice pattern. So that's kind of the process, the studio process working with the 303. You just play around until you find something that you go, ooh, ooh, and then you put the drum machines on, which is exactly what I'm going to do now. Give me a moment, and I'll get these fired right on up. So we got the TR-09 for that heavy, heavy kick drum sound. We got a TR-6S because my 606 is on the fritz. And you got to never forget the DIN sync cable, or else it will not sync up. There we go. As usual, this is a studio session, so don't mind me if there's a couple of breaks in the audio, because I'm just making sure everything's going to sound real great for ya. And here we go. Let's try it out here. These things don't always sync up perfectly, so there might be some trial and error, but let's hope that they're going to do it right on the first try. That's a lucky number one first try right there. Well then, we just made ourselves a nice little acid beat there. Amazing. We need to switch into play mode. That's one of the reasons why I had to stop it. Now, hopefully these drum machines sync up again. I'm looking at you too. Okay, let's see about chaining up two patterns and seeing what happens. That's what I'm talking about. These things got to get reset somehow. I think this one resets automatically. Not sure. Nice. Oh, it's always fun to switch to an empty pattern in the middle of a jam. Well, look at that. My video mixer brought color back to itself. It's a glitched out machine. That's why you see it glitching every now and then. That's on purpose. Well, how cool. Nothing goes better with analog sound than analog video, and it's also one of my favorite things. I think I'm going to play a song for you guys, but I want to tell you a little story about it first. As you may have seen last week on Mono Synth Monday, I did my big unveil, and this was there instead of the 303 because this was a stand-in instead of the 303 for a lot of us back in the early 2000s. It's Propeller Head Rebirth. You get two 303s, an 808 and a 909. Very, very cool. Got us all started. Whoops. Got that silvery look. I don't know where the CD-ROM is. If anyone has it, please send it back. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm going to play you this song. It's called Res with Rap. And it was one of my colleagues. I was working my first job. This goes way, way back, mind you. I checked the bounce date on it. It was January 28th, 2004. I'm not a dinosaur. I promise. Anyways, it goes all the way back to the early 2000s. This one's called Res with Rap. It features my colleague. We were both, I say colleague because I'm so professional now, but now we were bussers in an Italian restaurant in Las Vegas. So I brought him over one night to do some raps because I have the studio equipment. It's a funny track. I've pitched it up so he sounds a little bit like a chipmunk, but try to catch the words. They're on your wall like gecko. So I remember having this visceral feeling of just being in an in an analog synthesizer studio.
The techno on your walls like gecko. I'm blending in techno. Techno here to wage war on humans. The techno splitting atoms so fast that your brain would explode and split in half.
You can hear the crunch of that old 303. It's a software 303. And I think one of the best clones of the 303 sound that we got. You know me, I love to make these long journey songs. This one still keeps going. With a sweet synth lead. Wow. Rez with rap. Splitting an atom so fast that your brain would explode and split in half. So it was a long time ago, way before MySpace and Facebook. My friend Michael, who did the rap intro on this track, I didn't keep in touch with him. Maybe he'll hear this someday. Maybe someone knows who he is. Get us back in touch. Find me at Electric Archaic. Let's do an updated version. I want to take this track and remix it and release it. Yeah, back in the day, I'd make these tunes and burn them on CDs and just give them out to anyone who'd listen. What a cool legacy. 20 years ago, I started all this electronic music freakiness. And I'm still going strong. Want to tell you about my DJ sets. I got Acid Wash. You can find it on the Electric Archaic SoundCloud. The links are in the description below. This is the album art for Acid Wash 002. It's a back-to-back mix between myself and Kiera. You gotta check it out. It's one of my favorite mixes. A lot of years of prep, hunting, track selection, refining. Man, it all goes into these DJ mixes. Pick up a link and hear the tunes. It's waiting there for ya. Okay, let's get back into this 303. I'm going to switch the pattern bank and reset the drum machine patterns. And we're looking good for some more acid sound. Nice. So let's just play around for a little bit. I think I have enough patterns in here from 4 weeks of Mono Synth Monday to do a couple of little jams, see if we can get some good samples for the sample bank. Oh yeah. Whoa, what happened there? That must be one of those famous Let It sliders. Let's see if I can get that again. That's amazing. That'll be great for samples. Nice. Sometimes keeping it simple is the way to go. There's that alien invasion again. Let's hope that they're peaceful. They just want to show you crazy sound technology. That's an official term. It's sawtooth and square wave and pulse width, but the 303 does not have a pulse width, which would, I'm sure, make it even more crazy. What sort of patterns would be the best for a sample bank? And a lot of the times it just comes down to, I think that some simple... Ooh, wait, hold on. I'm dancing over here. And I hope you're dancing too. That's a lot of fun. I think we should get back into some pattern creation because that's the most fun with this that you can have with this machine. Let me set everything up here really quick. I think I'm going to turn the distortion either off or down a bit. Give you a flavor for the original vanilla flavor. Flav. As you can hear, the noise from the LED just disappeared completely when I turned the distortion off. Let's go into write mode. And I'm going to hit record. And we're going to make some samples for the Electric Archaic Sample Bank Show. Woohoo! As always, I'd like to make a shout out to my Roland SBX10 sync box. The man behind the curtain. The controller of all computer-controlled machines. It's the sync box. It's what makes everything play friendly together. Because if not, it'd sure be a train wreck, baby. And you know about that. We don't like train wrecks. Okay, this is a stock 303 vanilla sound. No distortion. I think I got some effects, like some echo, but that's just to keep you from taking my samples out of the YouTube video. Shh, 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 shh. Get my sample banks on YouTube. Get my sample. The link is in the description. It's electricarchaic.com. I've got some sample banks up there, 2 of which are free. It's a Casio MT24 keyboard, comprehensive sample bank of the drums and the keys. I got some other ones that you can pick up for a good deal. Check it out on electricarchaic.com. It's time to make weird tunes. Now, where are the weird patterns? Something's a little weird here. Oh, man. Why can't I hear that? Oh my gosh, the distortion was so loud. Well, distortion it is. I mean, I could mess around with it a bit. And it sounds pretty clean, though. It's really not too distorted. There's a weird sound hiding in there. It's those Space Invaders again, I think. All right, new pattern time. Let's see what's over here. I'm going to just play all 4 of these in a chain, see what we're working with. It's got 1 hit. That's a playing pattern. Okay, so that's... Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on there. So if we can, let's just start from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's try out a 12-step pattern here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that should add up perfectly. So you got a nice polymetric there, or polyrhythm as some people call it. Let's get into our pitches. It's all about those crazy combinations. Let's hear how this sounds.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that just sounds like 3/4 time without any sort of beat behind it. Maybe we should... Well, no, let's keep working on some patterns. So that's a 12-stepper. If you're going for a more weird polymetric, you maybe try out the 5-stepper, which is a pretty good one, I think. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here, 1, 2, long boy, 2, 3. You can tell I'm trying to make my voice sound like a 303 all the time, all the time. Now I'm just getting over a little throat thing, little throat cold. It's great for the radio voice. 303 voice. Okay, that's a 5-step pattern there. And these usually end up doing a crazy round robin thing. But you can't really hear it without a drum machine, so quickly. Okay, that's a 12 and a 5. Let's make this one classic 3. Let's just do a 3. Well, time mode is going to get deleted. Okay, so you can tell I'm getting faster with this machine after 4 weeks of working with it every Monday. Hold the bar down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Got it. Let's see about pitch mode. Check this one out. Oh. The classic 3-step polymetric polymeter. Let's hear how that sounds. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's going to be cool. So let's get over to this pattern. Make it a 3-step long one as well. 1, 2, 3. And a straight up. And then on pitch mode, let's just go do, do, do. All right, and then go up on that one. Accent up. Yeah, let's see how that sounds. Oh, yeah! Okay, so these two are going to play well together. Let's get the drum machines linked back up so we can hear these polymeters on top of a 4/4 on the floor beat, baby. Okay, hopefully they sync up good. I think I got that figured out, but you never know, do ya? Oh, play mode. Never forget. Let's hear both of these together. Ooh, let's start real quiet, too. Because the 303 is all about the movement. And I got to shout myself out for the sync cable. Do another reset. Okay. Yeah. Why aren't these chaining again? Oh, that's really strange. Okay, there we go. So, this is another one of those standard tricks of acid house music. Having the 303 be on a strange polymeter. Here we go. Oh yeah. machine. And it can be your favorite machine too. Trying to get my hi-hats right. Because as you know, my 606 is on the fritz. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. .707 hi-hat. Let's bring in the closed 606 right now. Yeah. Oh man, I get so happy when I hear this squelch. Let's try this one out here. Oh man, I always see. Sometimes I see little characters in the music, like the lower guy is like this. He's got buckets of gravel and he's just walking along. Whoops. Oh, I'm having so much fun here. Oh, man, it's just my favorite sound. It never gets old, does it? I'm going to take a small break here and play an old song for you. It's just like the last one. It comes from a similar realm, but I think it was even earlier in my propeller head rebirth usage. Because I never had a real 303. I did have a Future Retro Revolution. That sounds quite a lot like a 303 and has a lot of other weirdness to it. Really cool. It spins around the sequencer. But I don't have any songs from that synthesizer ready to share with you today. So this one is from, man, I made so many albums back then. But this album is Pyramids by Electric Archaic. I'd like to release it at some point, but, you know, there's a lot of samples on there I can't quite clear. This is called Rubbermaid because of that rubbery, plasticky sound. You hear me talk about it all the time. Is it plastic? I know it's in plastic, but is it plastic? This one is some digital plastic. Rubbermaid by Electric Archaic. Saying building pyramids for aliens. Yeah, it was a long time ago, but me and the people I hung out with, we were trying to tap into that ancient wisdom. Did you hear about the pyramids? Little equinox treat for human knowledge. Yeah, so apparently they found these giant tubes and spirals underneath the Great Pyramid. Makes it substantially larger than what you can see on the surface. But isn't that how most things go? Tip of the iceberg situation. I just hope that they can eventually turn the pyramid back on at some point, or the Sphinx, any one of them. Probably need some help with that. Sounds pretty good for software. Yeah. I'm gonna have to try to get an old PC going here so I can run this again. Because I have a lot of other tracks, I just never bounced them out. Lots of tracks that I made in Reason. Probably 2000, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we got 2,000 tracks in the early 2000s. That one was Rubbermaid by Electric Archaic on the album Pyramids. Way old and unreleased. I think I'm going to call it a night. This has been Electric Archaic on Mono Synth Monday. I'll play another song for you, something with the 303. Because that's the main feature here tonight. This one's Major Minor by Kiera. Produced by yours truly. It's Electric Archaic remix. It's featuring this 303 right here. Oh my goodness. It's been so much fun doing these Mono Synth Mondays for ya. As usual, like and subscribe to catch me every week
on Mono Synth Monday. I've been Electric Archaic, and I love all of you, and I love this planet. Hey, it's springtime out there. Make sure to get your vitamin D the natural way.